I've got a great idea. What I'm gonna do is take this, the Revv1 DRT, down a steep single track trail out here in the mountains of Beaumont. Now the reason I wanna do this is because when I tested this thing against a Super 73 Adventure, both Mitchell and I complimented this bike on how well it handled the downhill section of the trail we were on. And ever since then, I've been wanting to do something a bit more aggressive with this bike and really see what it can do. Now, after all, it is an e-moped. They're definitely not great at uphill. This is not the strong suit for bikes like this, so I do think I'm going to have some trouble, but overall, the ergonomics and the suspension do suit this bike quite well to downhill trail riding, so let's see how it does. All right then, so we are heading towards the trail, got quite a bit of a ride ahead of us. Now, unfortunately, this bike does not have the power needed in order to carry me all the way up. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take the long way. There is a trail that goes behind the trail that we're gonna be going down, and that's hopefully gonna be enough to get us up there. Now, the DRT is pretty good on the uphill section of things. Now, obviously, it's nowhere near as good, compared to the Surons and the E-Rides of the world, but that's not what they're after. Now, as I was saying earlier, both Mitchell and I praised this bike for how comfortable and competent it was on the downhill sections of trails, which is exactly why I want to come try this out. While the tires are supposedly off-road tires, I don't think they're that good off-road. The suspension in particular is nice and cushy and quite absorbent, so it should be pretty good. Such a beautiful place to ride out here in Beaumont. I've got so many trails to explore, and I've seen all kinds of wildlife out here. I actually found a bear crossing the street like a couple days ago, which I've never seen before. I've never seen bears in this neck of the woods. So that was pretty freaky. Because, you know, I spend a lot of time out here, you know, wandering around, hugging the trees, playing with my crystals. You know, I don't have a crystal girlfriend. She has a crystal boyfriend. All right, here we go. I made it up just fine. I gotta remember that my right hand is the back brake on this thing. Whew, tires are definitely a little slippery. Thankfully, I do find the suspension is quite capable. It's soft and it makes a lot of noise. As you can see already, I still have enough power to kind of make it up this hill. This is good. The best part about this bike as far as doing downhill stuff is the riding position. Very comfortable, very relaxed, tons of feel in the front. See me get a little bit of air right here. Yeah, this is good. I love the cushy suspension. It's like it's out of the box without any adjustment. It's already nice and smooth. Oh, coming down. Woo! Tires are still pretty slick. Sorry, I'm making so many dumb noises. But as you can see, bike having no problem at all tackling the downhill right here. Oh, a rough segment. One thing that does worry me is maybe the battery falling out or the front tucking, because after all, these aren't really off-road tires. But yeah, nice, dude. Nice and easy. Coming down. Oh, that was fun. This is the real easy segment. Slow down. Woo! And there you have it, guys. That was the downhill trail. Nice and short. Nothing too crazy, but just a good way to demonstrate what this bike can do on a downhill trail. I mean, the versatility that you can get out of this, the only bike that I can compare this to that can competently do a trail like that would be the P51 Bullet. That's another one of these e-moped style bikes that has really good off-road suspension, and I know without a doubt in my mind could easily handle that. Let me know down below if I should do a comparison between this and the P51 Bullet.
Later that week, I took the DRT over to Holder Crooks in Loma Linda to see how the bike would fare on those trails. However, as usual, I had a small problem.
The bolts for the pinch on this come loose and come out. Glad I noticed that now instead of, you know, when I was racing down a trail or gonna hit some small jumps on this thing. God damn it. Yeah, that came super loose. This is why every time you get one of these bikes, you gotta make sure everything is tight. I'm not just saying that to you, I'm saying it to myself for the future. Well, you know what, I'm here. I drove for like a solid 25 minutes and sat behind a train for another 3.5 hours, so I might as well get some riding in. I wonder if I can find someone here that has a metric toolkit, because predictably I left my toolkit at home. So this is Holder Crooks. The last time I came here was on the Velotric Summit 1, and that was a fun bike to ride around on these trails, but this I think will be a little bit more fun because this is a full suspension, whereas Velotric was a hardtail and it had like the worst front end of any bike ever. Whoa! You're fine. Hey bro, do you have any metric Allen keys? Ah, damn it. Okay, thank you. Hey man, do you happen to have like a metric Allen key set on you? I lost 2 pinch bolts. What do you think about this, bro?
I like to pedal.
You like to pedal? God, that is so loose. Fuck, well, I lost 2 on this side. So it's like, I just got all the way out here too, so lessons learned. I think I've learned this lesson about 4 or 5 times now, but that's why I didn't do well in school. All right, thanks, bro. All right, so now I guess I can hit the trails with a little bit more confidence now that that's fully tightened. Although I will not be doing any jumps. So again, I don't want to actually damage this thing. Woo! Oh no, it's over this. Whew, that's steep. Although another thing I would absolutely change would be the brake levers. The right-hand side is the back brake, but also your right hand's doing the throttle, so it's not really an ideal setup. Now, normally I would just flip the brakes over, but unfortunately the cable for the front brake is super short, so I actually will have to do a complete cable swap over. Whoop! I didn't even check if someone was coming that way. That was foolish of me. All right, a little single track. There we go. No idea where this is going. Bumpy. Oh, that's the other way. God damn it. I don't know this place that well. I should come here riding more often. Once I have 4 pinch bolts, of course. This is the way. I said I wasn't going to do any jumps. All right, back on this one to get a bit more speed. This is actually kind of the perfect place to ride a bike like this. You know, you can still ride some trails that aren't all uphill, because that is usually the downside to going to most mountain bike places. You got to do a lot of pedaling. Whereas up here at Holder Cricks, man, just pull up. Lots of kind of flat ground. I'll do this little one. That's good. That absorbs the jumps great, actually. I could probably do that one. Should I do that one? Ah, I'm missing pinch screws. Oh, that would be epic, though. No, don't do it. Don't do it. I already snapped my forearm in January. Let's not get hurt again. Especially with a bike that I know is mechanically faulted. Let's not be stupid. See how grown up I'm being right now?
All right then, conclusion time. I was particularly impressed with how well it did on the very first trail I did. That particular trail is where I test a lot of my e-motos. I've never taken an e-moped down that trail because I haven't ridden one that I thought was capable enough to do so. And this one handled it pretty well. One thing I would change on this bike would be the tires if I was to do more aggressive off-road riding. I get something a bit knobbier, a bit more capable to handle the looser surfaces. But overall, the suspension was great for a stock bike. The riding position is comfortable. You build confidence with this thing pretty quickly. I would love to get a more powerful hub motor and a different controller and really kind of get the most amount of power out of this bike as we could and see if I can get this thing as close as possible to a Sur-Ron as it will allow. So yeah, man, let me know down in the comments if you want to see an off-road build series on the Revv1 DRT. I think it'd be awesome to see just how far we could push this bike because I think it has a lot of potential. So yeah, comment down below. I'll see you all next time.